Hi, it's Deanna Williams, marketing coordinator at the Aver Center, and today I'm here with Carol Thompson and Michael Whitaker, the two stars of our newest upcoming Aver Center production, The Gin Game. So, Michael, Carol, recently you were in the 10th anniversary production of Driving Miss Daisy. So tell me and our viewers, what was it like working together again?
You want to go, Carol?
Yeah. Well, it was amazing. It was really special because of it being 10 years. Plus, we'd done the show at several other theaters throughout Georgia. So it was really nice to come home again, as they say, and do the show at the Mical Theater.
Yeah, it's nice repeating a show that you've done before, that you've had a lot of success with, and the same characters. We were joined in that play by Alan Tyson, who plays the third partner. So, yeah, it's always like a good homecoming when we play it.
And it's a story that lives on. And so we have repeat audiences. I mean, we have some members who have told me they've seen it 10 times, and we've done it 12 or more.
Yeah.
So that's always nice, that they enjoy it so much that they're all always coming back and saying, well, are you going to do it again in 5 years? I don't know.
It is a favorite. It's a favorite
Yeah.
for them and us.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it is a really good show. So when we're talking about the Gin Game, there's Weller and there's Fonzie, and they're very defined characters. So tell me, what attracted both of y'all to play these characters, and what was your favorite part of rehearsing so far?
I'm going to let Michael start with that one because Michael has, for many years, several years, said, oh, look at the Gin Game, Carol. We ought to look at that. I'd look at the Gin Game and think, I don't think so. Look at the Gin Game, Carol. I think we should do it. Well, finally, he sweet-talked me into doing the Gin Game. Now I'll let you tell him his passion for it.
It's a wonderful story. I like a story that has a lot of depth, and certainly the Gin Game fits that category. Just on the straight facts about it, it's a Pulitzer Prize winning play. It's been done professionally around the world with some major characters. Created by Jessica Tandy and Hume Cronin. It's been played by Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke. I was fortunate to see it on Broadway with James Earl Jones and Cecily Tyson. So it's a play that draws some of our finest actors, and I'd like to follow in their footsteps because you know that there's something there. There's something underneath this card game that these two people are playing, and finding, mining those treasures that are underneath the card game is just a joy. It's a joy for actors. It's hard work.
Yes.
You're finding us in the middle of the hard part of it, but it's a wonderful kind of discovery.
The characters are so complex, and they take you on a real roller coaster of life. All the highs and the lows and the good times and the disappointments and the sorrows. And so we hope the audience hangs on through the ride.
Yeah. It really is quite a ride. It's very much like a roller coaster, ups and downs.
Yeah, and for us, adding in playing gin all the time and playing it to go with your lines, it's very challenging.
To say the least.
It is about all we can say because we haven't quite nailed that part yet.
But it's coming.
Yeah.
We'll be there by the 20th.
But this certainly presents a challenge that's a little frightening.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we have the utmost faith in y'all that y'all are going to get it together, so.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you for that.
So I have one more question. So we were talking about Driving Miss Daisy earlier, and that was actually, that was performed at the Emma. But this time, you're going to be performing at the Whitaker Black Box, where we're sitting right now, So tell me, what is the difference? Like, how did you like, being here versus in Mical? What was the experience like?
Well, the first of all, the black box is a extremely intimate setting, only 73 seats, and so you're right up close and personal with the audience and they with you, and this is the kind of play that you don't want to scream, you don't want to shout it, you want to go into the interior of these two people's lives. And that's best done in a small, intimate space. The Mical Theater is a wonderful space, of course, but it's for the musical, for the bigger show, where you have to really kind of project across the apron of the stage. You don't have that problem in the Whitaker Black Box.
I've never performed in the Whitaker Black Box Theater, so it's a first for me. It is a little intimidating. I've done theater in 3/4 where the audience was very, very close. But the Whitaker offers other challenges. The physical building itself, because I'll just share with you quickly. Yesterday when it rained, we literally had to yell. You could not hear above the rain, so we're like, oh, please don't rain on the nights of the show. They'll never hear us. So it does have challenges architecturally, acoustically, right now for me. And then the intimacy of it, so that if I'm crying, I better be crying. So it's a challenging space for me.
And then for me too, I can't leave off the fact that it is the Whitaker Black Box. It's named in my honor, and it's quite unnerving to be performing
In your namesake.
a major role in my namesake. So I better get it right. Is what I'm trying to say.
Or it'll be our swan song.
Yeah. The name will go off, and it will be the Johnson. I don't think we mentioned that, have we?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, the show is being directed by my best friend, Charles Floyd Johnson, a Hollywood producer, but he's also directed and acted professionally. And we go back to our college days at Howard University in Washington. And so it's kind of fun to be directed by your friend.
Yeah. And when I was the director of Campus Life Enrichment, known as CLEC, at Georgia Southern, we brought Charles to campus to work with the theater students there. So I've known him many years myself, certainly not from college, but from when I was the director of the Performing Arts Center and the director of CLEC.
I have a wonderful picture of you and Charles at that meeting.
Yes.
Well, that's lovely. I'm so glad that you spent the time to talk with me and to our, viewers on Facebook and social media. So we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for spending time with us.
No problem. And
leave the children at home. This is an adult show.
Yes, but I do say that the language is very adult.